5 up at the cabin, Pennsylvania. I've been trying to get a substantial sized deer feeder up here for the last little bit. I've tried some things. I've tried the 5-gallon buckets, or 6-gallon buckets, which is this 30-gallon is actually sitting on right now. I saw something online that kind of pointed me in this direction to create something like this. This is a 30-gallon barrel. You could use a 55 if you want. Steel barrel that I got at First State Drum. I just picked up my drum from First State, steel drum, $36. I'm just pulling the barrel out of the back of the car. As you can see, still snow on the ground, so I started this pretty long time ago getting ready. And when you're doing something like that, that's what you do. Don't rush it. All the parts I either got off Amazon, I got at Lowe's, or Walmart were just about all the spots that I got everything I needed to put this together. What I did, came down a couple inches and drilled out a hole and put a threaded rod right through the center. So that's gonna be our strength. It's gonna hang by a chain, but this threaded rod through here is gonna give the complete barrel a lot of strength. I put some extra nuts here on the end to give the strength of where the stress of the chain's gonna connect onto. So we shouldn't have any bending of this at all. The threaded rod shouldn't bend. So it's made to last. This thing, as long as it doesn't rust, and I'm working on something for the lid to keep the rain off of it, and that's what this tie down is going to be used for a little bit later. But it should keep the rain off of it. But this should last for years and years and years. Had to drill the hole, of course, in the bottom of the barrel. As you can see down there, had to drill that hole in there. And those nuts that you see, the end of the nuts, that's the spinner and the funnel attached onto the end of it. So I had to drill those holes out. So basically it was about 9 holes I had to drill for this. And really not that bad, the steel. It worked pretty good. What I did do in here, I used washers, and I put some, it's actually some Loctite. It's like a combination of Loctite and putty right in here, so I get a nice seal. And if the water is hitting in the air, I shouldn't get any drip down to get our corn wet and end up spoiling it or turning it into sour mash that I'll come up and drink later. So this should really work out well. Like every washer, what size they are, how much I paid for them, where I bought them at.
Oh, nice.
Everything. Should have went a little deeper in that one, but. You start to see them washers bend a little bit, you know you're in there. I ain't going nowhere. 3 of them in there, let alone I'll put another one in the bottom. This thing will be here for years. Our winch is on there aboard, certainly secure. That's not going to go anywhere, as you can see with the bolts that we used and the nice flat washers, big washers. It's definitely not going to go anywhere. It's not moving. Be able to crank that up. So we'll move on to our next step, which is getting the chain across the trees. And we have a ladder for that, and we'll go good and get that. This chain is heavy all the way up here.
Yeah, I bet. Is it caught on? Oh, okay.
Should have had that quick link ready, so I could just put it right on without having to unscrew it.
You have it with you though, at least?
Yeah, at least I got it with me, yeah. Oh, it is a part, okay.
Alright.
Have a quick link holding that chain together. also going to put an eye screw right through the middle of it, just in case, as a kind of a safety precaution. Probably not necessary, but that's good. It's on there nice and solid. Alright, let's test it for centering it. Nope.
No?
I think we do have to go over.
Okay. We'll drop it down, see if I can do it from down here.
Yeah, looks like a footish, 10 inches.
Alright.
This isn't an OSHA work site. We know that. How's that look?
Looks pretty good. You know, technically it might be like 1 or 2 links. Oh wait, no, it's good.
What, 1 or 2 links?
It's still practically centered. 3 or 4 links too close to you, if you really want it dead center.
Yeah, because I don't want them crawling up here and trying to frickin' swat at the thing.
Yeah.
Alright. Now that looks pretty damn good right there.
Oh yeah. You're not getting any better than that, I don't think.
Nope.
That is in the center.
Have a boat winch right here, and we're going to use this boat winch to raise and lower the feeder, which should hold about 200 pounds of corn. We're going to check that out. The barrel itself weighs about 36 pounds, and with the feeder spinner mechanism on there, probably another 10-ish at the most. So it's probably going to weigh about 250 pounds. Now this is a 2,000 pound boat winch. Probably didn't need to go that far. That's 1,200 pound winch. I think I said 2,000.
Oh really?
And we have this suspended up between the trees, and when we raise this up, this is going to keep the bears away. They're not going to be able to get at it. They're not going to be able to bang the feeder. They're not going to be able to swat at it like they did to a couple of my other ones and ended up breaking them. And so I'm hoping that this is going to work up here. Remember, Pennsylvania, baiting basically is illegal during the hunting season. So this is, we are up here right now. This is the spring. It's about the first week of May or so. And we're going to have this going till about September. And at that time, I'll be able to take this down and just take it off of the hook right here and put it away in the shed. And then that way we're not going to have any issues, game laws, violations, or anything like that. But we're going to supplement the deer during the summer with some corn, and hopefully get them used to coming in, get them a little bit more beefier, and just have a better health of our herd. So that's kind of what we're looking for in here. Get this set up. And get the hook. Use a quick link on this. Had to actually stop for a little bit, head into town, and get one more of the rings. As I did test this at home to make sure it could fit through the chain. But I think I tested it with the one that's up above us, not this one. So I just went in and got a little bit smaller one. This is still 800 pounds. It can hold. And like we said before, this isn't going to go over 250. We're approximately 250-ish. So that's how we're going to hoist it up. Just about left, all we got to do. Like, we got a couple 100 pounds here. We'll see what 200 or 100 does. And got another one close by and another one back at the cabin. So I guess it is time to really start filling this thing up. That's our one bucket. We're actually even 10 pounds more than what I had there before. There's 100 and plenty of room left, that's for sure. Maybe 30. So I'd say it's probably, looks like it tops out at about, after we really went all the way to the top, maybe 185, which is good. 185 compared to the 40, 35, 40 I was doing before. This should go a long time. Got the lid. I just sprayed some deer decals on this just because I felt like it. I did paint the container was blue. I did paint it this green so it would blend in, and then I put the decals on there. It's deergear.com. I like the website. I've got a lot of the products. Got that tattoo on my arm, which is basically the same thing. And that is not going anywhere. This lid, as you can see, water's going to sit in here. I know there's a few things you can do for lids, but they're pretty expensive. So I'm going to try this pot for a plant. It's actually just going to put it upside down on there. That was $1. And the tarp, $1. So I'm going to try to use this tarp over the top of it to hopefully keep the water off of it. And just have a ratchet strap around there. I'm not going to over tighten it because then it'll start bending the barrel a little bit. Maybe make the lid pop off. But I don't think that's going to come off. Water will definitely go over there. Now I'm not sure if squirrels are going to get on here and they're going to come down and think they can get to the corn by eating through the top. I'm not sure. It's just all part of experimenting. It kind of takes away from the look. Certainly it makes it look like a mushroom now. But like I said, $2 compared to the ones I was seeing was 35. I may be able to find another one, or if you know of another one, I'd gladly take your advice on it. You can certainly comment. So let's crank it up so we can get to the spinner. I'll go ahead and put the batteries in, set the timer, and we're almost done. Our lantern batteries in there. Now I did something a little bit different because these don't last as long as I'd like. So I wanted to use some better batteries. So I do have this out here in a video. Inside of that lantern battery is basically 4D batteries. Bought this holder at Radio Shack. And I did put the alligator clips on there. It saved some money. The holder was $3.99. Not too bad. I am going to put it in a plastic bag to seal it up. But it should be okay within the spinner box itself. I do have some electrical tape I'm going to put around those. That's another thing that these are notorious for. End up touching the metal like this. So it's basically shorting the battery out, and the battery only lasts a few days. is there. If I'm a bear, there's no way I can at least reach it from here. Hopefully, I don't think from climbing the tree on either side, they're going to be able to get it. I am going to put a 50-pound trace mineral block right here also. That's Tractor Supply. And that is going to last a long time. They last a long, long time. So this White Rook 85, signing out from Camp Go Time with our bear-proof deer feeder system. Deer, turkey, of course squirrels, chipmunks, raccoons, rabbits, maybe some quail. I'm not sure what else is going to enjoy the feast. It seems like it's going to work. I know that lid really kind of takes away from the look of it, and can't say I'm real happy with that. I'd have to agree if you don't like that piece of it, but if it keeps the rain from piling up on top of the lid, I think for right now I'm just going to go ahead and live with it. I'll be back about 4 weeks to check on it. I'm also going to do a mineral pit tomorrow on the other end of the property, and I'll be back with an update on that. I'm using a new material this year, and I'll give you an update on both. I'm going to have a game camera set up, and hopefully we'll be able to get some good pictures. White Rook 85, signing out from Camp Go Time, deep in the woods, Pennsylvania.